How good has that stock market been the last few weeks? Now I know, this most recent week things were down. NASDAQ and S&P finished down a little over 1%. I believe the Russell was down as well. Dow Jones was down as well. But you know what? Hey, I think the worst has happened. Now, I might be wrong. I don't know. I can't tell the future. But what I do know is in 5 to 10 years, the market's going to be significantly higher. Earnings are going to continue to grow. Evaluations are going to continue to grow. Profitability is going to continue to grow, especially in the technology fields. Things are really beaten down from all-time highs right now. It's a great time to be an investor, in my opinion, especially if you have a long-term outlook. Now, if you're 60, 65 years old, you probably don't want to be adding to those tech positions. If you say, your end of investment time frame is becoming near, you probably want to transition to things like energy or bonds, things of that nature, things that are a little safer. Now, if you want to stay in large growth, I understand. If you want to move to some large value, I understand that also. But if you're over 60 years old, I'd probably start pulling out of your mid cap and your small cap positions. Go ahead and lock in those profits and transition those funds to something a little safer. But if you're 50 or under, 55 or under, keep pounding that large growth, mid-cap growth, small growth. That stuff's going to do great in the next 5 or 10 years. We're looking at right now, the last few years have really helped to improve the annual returns of the S&P 500 and the stock market in general. Total market funds are up. The last few years really helped to get that over 8% annual returns, whereas it used to be under 8% annual returns. There's a lot of ETFs out there and mutual funds that have a lifetime return of over 10.5%, 11%. So you want to look at those and make sure you have some diversification into those funds as well. You can go to Fidelity and find out all this information. Just look at the list of funds, search by life of returns, and you want to find something with a high lifetime return, but the fund needs to have some age to it. If a fund says it has a lifetime return of 15%, but it's only been a fund for 5 years, that doesn't mean nearly as much to me as a fund with a lifetime return of 12% annually, but it's been around since 1974. You know what I mean? The larger the time frame, I feel the more accurate depiction of that lifetime return. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Also, I prefer large cap whenever I go to my mutual funds and ETFs. I like to be in the large cap funds, whether it be a growth, a blend, or a value. And whenever I pick my ETFs and my sectors, I like to do my tech. I have my semiconductors, I have some tech energy, and I have some tech finance. So just some things to keep in mind. But I hope you haven't been discouraged over this last year. I know market's been kind of crappy here and there, but I just continue dollar cost average every single week. I'm putting money in my IRA, and I just look at it as things are on sale right now. Lots of things in this world are not on sale. Lots of things in this world right now have been hit with inflation and costs are up, but the stock market is not one of those. Yes, it's been hit with inflation, but it's driven those costs down. So you can buy things cheaper, and then when they appreciate, you're going to make even more money. So continue to dollar cost average. Don't get freaked out, and brighter days are ahead. Have a great day from my channel to your viewing